Greetings and welcome, friends. We were solving inequalities yesterday, specifically using addition and subtraction, and we were giving answers that represented infinitely many answers, which is amazing. Like, to just be able to answer a question with infinitely many solutions. And then there was also infinitely many wrong solutions, so just because there was infinitely many of them didn't mean that everything worked. It just means there was a lot of things that worked. So here we go. Question 12. I'm going to be solving some of these. Not all of them, just some of them today. Maybe I'll have some help from my friends. A little help from my friends. For question 12, I want to get the y by itself. The y is the positive. This 8 is positive. What is the inverse of plus 8? How do I move that 8? Subtract 8, both sides of the inequality sign. So this would be become more negative, so that's negative 16 is less than or equal to y is by itself. And let's I don't know, you think we let's flip this around. So y is greater than or equal to negative 16. So those are infinitely many solutions where it's saying everything bigger than negative 16 or equal to it will work for this problem. So let's graph this. I'm going to have like a 0 here, negative 16 we'll throw over there. There's units in between there. And you guys think it's going to be a closed circle or an open circle? Closed because of the equal part. Yeah, that's right. It includes negative 16. It would be an open circle if negative 16 didn't count. But because it has the equal, negative 16 counts. So I'm going to make like a solid dot there. And which way is bigger? Left or right? Yeah, to the right. So plus, negative, right? And so DJ says shade to the right, and everyone in the room shades to the right. There we go. So all of our solutions are represented in this infinitely many points. By the way, we haven't done a check for a little while. Let me just show you a check. If I wanted to check whether or not I shaded in the correct direction, I could pick any point in this shaded region, which is the easiest number in these infinitely many points. Yeah, 0 is just awesome, right? 0 is the man, as they say sometimes. So let's plug in 0 and see if it works in the original problem. Is negative 8, you didn't have to do this last night, I'm just showing y'all. If I plug in 0 for y, will this be true? Is negative 8 less than or equal to 8? That's true. That's so true. Man, that's so true. Wow. So true. So notice I did appear to have shaded in the correct direction. It's possible I could have still made some other errors, so my checks are not foolproof when it comes to inequalities. All right, so up here, I want to solve for y. Let's start by combining some like terms. 1 and negative 12. Those terms are like friends, right? Right, Devin? So that's like negative 11 plus y. It's greater than or equal to negative 5. How do I get y by itself? Someone help me out with the alley-oop. Plus 5 is some... I want the y by itself. This is already far away from it. Yeah, let's get rid of this 11 here, this negative 11. And the inverse of negative 11 or subtract 11 is plus 11. Both sides. Both sides of the inequality, right? So I'm going to have y is greater than or equal to, looks like 6. And so when I graph it, as we like to say, 0 and 6 on the number line. I'm not looking for nothing fancy. Closed circle or open circle? Closed circle. Why? Because it's got the equal part there, right? Represent. And since the variable's on the left, I can pretend this is a little arrow telling me which way to shade. Shade to the right. Could the real Slim Shady shade to the right? No. No, I don't think so. So anyways, let's look at un otro problema. Just gonna do one more boss fight here. Oh! Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay. What do you guys think we should do here? Oh, I like it. Combine like terms. Bring them together. And it looks like we've got multiple sets of friends here. Over here on this side, I could combine those constants as well. So 18, negative 5z plus 6z. How many z's are there? It's just a 1z. Oh, 1z. Man, none of my kids wear onesies anymore. 6 minus 5 would be the one there. Is greater than 3 plus 6 is 9. Is z solved yet? I still gotta get z by itself. What do I do? 18. Yeah, that 18's positive. Remember, this sign is related to the z, so that's not why I'm subtracting. I'm subtracting because this is a positive 18. And subtract 18. Man, we are so good at this, doing the algebra. Try to make sure your greater than signs don't look like 7s. I'm trying. All right. And looks like negative 9. Infinitely many numbers are greater than negative 9. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I was worried for a minute I shaded the wrong direction in the last problem, but I did not. So let's throw a 0. Let's throw a negative 9 on our nombre line. Open circle, closed circle, Cameron. What do you think? It's just greater, does not include it. So, open circle. That's correct. And let's see, greater than, let's see, Jimmy, you were absent yesterday, but do you think you could tell me which way this shades? Let's see, which ones are bigger than negative 9? Positive, here's the negative axis. To the right, yeah. I was worried for a minute because you're using your pencil, but then you moved the pencil, and it was your motion. Whew, okay, you got it, you got it. All right, so that's not that bad. And then I think I add like a word no, we got to translate some sentences, right? We'll do a couple of those. I'll hang out here for a minute. I'll do some amazing audio here. I'm going to choose some, these are some penguins. They're like fake goldfish from Aldi's. This is some really good chewing sound effects. Yeah, there you go. Feel free to take the audio clip right now and make it your ringtone. You can just pull it from my video sometime and just, it'll be called Mr. Waddy Chewing Goldfish, but they're really penguins. All right, let's look at the next problem. Okay, a number in our case is gonna be a letter. Isn't that crazy? You guys were thinking that was crazy yesterday. I'll use W for Waddy. So a number, and then they said -3. Okay, so W -3. Oh dear, is at least. What type of relationship is that? So this is at least more than, so yeah, it could be bigger, and the at least means it can be equal. Yeah, so greater than or equal, and to -5. Nice. They didn't ask us to solve this, but we could have if we wanted, right? We would have added 3 to both sides. That's all they were looking for. Okay, let's see if I can do this one. The difference. So difference means subtract in parentheses. I have a feeling we won't need these parentheses in a moment, but that's fine. Of a number, so we'll call that, we'll call it C for Cameron today. Represent. And 9. All right, ooh. Is fewer than. Huh. That means it's smaller. Does it sound like it could equal 4? If it's fewer than 4? Nah, so it's not going to have the equal part, and smaller or fewer would be a less than sign. Yeah. 4. And yeah, we could have dropped those parentheses because they are unnecessary. But I just wanted to emphasize the fact that difference means the result of a subtraction problem. Right. All right, let's do a word problem, friends. Yeah, those had words. You're right. These are problems. Okay. You are riding on a train. Guys, let's just close our eyes for a minute and imagine I'm on a train. This is great. Wow. And I don't think I've been on a train. I guess subways count. Yeah. If it counts subways, it's been more recent, but a train is probably 8 years old in Finland the last time I was on a true choo-choo, as they say. Your carry-on bag can weigh no more than 50 pounds. Oh, dear. I'm seeing this phrase, no more than. That sounds like a relationship. Your bag currently weighs 38 pounds. All right, write and solve an inequality that, and now watch this. The question is my variable that represents how much weight you can add to your bag. So when I do my variable, what should we call it? W for weight, P for pounds. Yeah, I'll say P is the amount I can add to my bag. And what units is that measured in? Is that measured in, like, I don't know, ounces? It's probably pounds. Pounds would make sense, right? Because this is measured in pounds. And pounds are abbreviated LBS. I don't remember why. I'm sure a science teacher could tell you. All right, so there's my variable. Let's write our, normally it's an E for equation, but this is an inequality. So I'm going to call this VI for Visa. All right, so your carry-on bag can weigh no more than 50. That means it's got to be less than or equal to 50. You guys agree with that interpretation? Yeah, some of us are still imagining being on this train. It's okay. It says your bag currently weighs 38 pounds. So it definitely has 38 pounds. That's been added to the bag already. And I have my variable P that I could still add to it, right? So the number of pounds I can add plus the 38 got to be smaller than or equal to 50 pounds. Like I could be, bam, right on the money, 50, and they'd be like, hop this train, friend. And then me and Thomas ride off into the sunset on the island of Sodor. Yeah. Whenever I hear the island of Sodor, it makes me think of Mordor from Lord of the Rings, but which I think in my crossover fan fiction between like Thomas the Tank Engine and like carrying the One Ring of Power into like the fires of Mount Doom, that'd be a pretty good like movie. Someone should pick it up. How do I solve this? Bam, hand, yeah. I like it. And we'd get, looks like I didn't give myself much space here. Hopefully I gave you a little bit more. Yeah. And so my answer is you can add, man, that's a terrible Y. You can add 12 pounds to your bag. Or, bam, I like that. That's far more accurate, saying or less. Man, represent. Go check out Amity Math on YouTube. And let's see, 12 pounds or less to your bag. Right? So this VISA, right? Define your variables, write your inequality, solve it, and then answer it with a sentence with words because it's a word problem. It needs a word answer. And now they ask the side question. Can you add both a 9-pound laptop and a 5-pound pair of boots to your bag without going over the weight limit? Yeah, 9 plus 5 equals 14. And 14 is not less than or equal to 12. So no, I'm gonna put my not less than or equal with a red slash through it. Good stuff. I think I'm done. I'm calling it done. All right, thanks for watching, internet friends. Bye-bye.